Hello, hello. I've got some other plans a little later tonight, so this one's gonna be a comparatively shorter one. I'm still gonna be able to go for like a couple hours, but probably just gonna be a bunch of talking to NPCs and stuff. I don't know. Probably no major plot stuff this time, but that means we'll get to more important stuff that much sooner next time, probably. Uh-oh. Wait, something going on with my capture card? Looks fine now. That was weird. Okay, let's get to it before everything decides to break, I guess. I was looking around off-stream to see if there is updated dialogue in both Saintheim and Meirumu, and I checked kind of a little bit just to verify if, like, any of it was worth looking at. Some of it kind of is, so to start with, I am just going to be talking to people in the places we've already been. Then we can check out Skyrim. And that's probably going to be about it this time, I would guess. But we'll see. We'll see how much I can get done in a couple of hours. Pray that you have a safe journey. You'll be fine, I'm sure of it. I'll have some very good companions. This is the drunk guy. The alcoholic guy. Just recently I was a drunk, but thanks to the good, clean living here, I think I can overcome my addiction. People can change, and soon I'll be able to return to the sun I left behind in the kingdom of Skyrim.
Well, congratulations! And as a matter of fact, we happen to be on our way to Skyrim.
Oh, you're heading there? In that case, I have something to ask you. Talk to him again. Would you please convey a message to Mark, my son? He lives in Skyrim. That is, if you have the chance to meet him. Could I ask that of you? Sure, I don't mind. Really? Oh, thank you! The message is, I'm working hard. I'm coming to see you, so please wait for me. Okay, but understand, we're not going to scour the town for your son. We'll give him the message only if we happen to run into him. Sure, that's fine. I'll just pray that you do. Please, accept this token of my gratitude. If you carry this, you can make friends with a cute little critter named Karo. It's all I can give as a token of my thanks. Well, I'd imagine we can try to look for the kid a little. We'll see what happens when we get to Skyrim. No promises, though. Pofnut. If you happen to meet my son Mark, please tell him Papa is working hard. Of course, only if you happen to meet him. Thank you. Well, I'm gonna have to make sure I find Mark. Oh yeah, this kid just says the same thing. I think the dialogue in the pasture was once again different. I didn't check too much, so I don't actually know who all is like worth talking to over who is less interesting. All I know is that both towns did have some interesting dialogue, so I guess I'm just gonna go talk to everyone and see who says interesting things. The windmills are turning fast today. Yet another blessing from Lord Granis. Something to be thankful for. Don't forget to be thankful to Lord Granis.
What? Are you kidding? My luck in meeting you all again, and that I am able to travel again? I thank Lord Granis for all of that.
Well, it seems Elena thanks Lord Granis for everything. Even the brightness of the sun and the blueness of the sky. Oh. Okay, there is actually, like, something else maybe vaguely interesting there. It's something Ryuta responds to, at least. Here, I thought that was just the same dialogue from before. I mean, maybe it is, too, because, like, sometimes the dialogue the NPC gives is actually the same as a previous point in the story, but, like, the reaction to it from the player characters is different. Constant wind that comes from the sacred mountains helps us harvest our crops. So our country has plenty of good wheat. That actually might be new. And the power of the wind helps with the wheat. And the power of the wind helps mill the wheat. There we go. It helps mill the wheat. You could say that Lord Grannis breathes life into us through the wind. So you're saying we don't do anything ourselves, it is all done by Lord Grannis. Sounds like your god enjoys a monopoly.
Still, all of the people here seem quite happy about it. And I rather like these people.
Each time I see those windmills turning, I get such a deep feeling of happiness, I can't help being grateful to Lord Grannis.
Those squeak baws with the long white wool, their ancient ancestors used to be clouds, white fluffy clouds that floated in the sky. Then Grannis changed them into animals so they could serve our ancestors, who were suffering from hunger and cold. How fortunate. I thought I'd be living an easy life, but it seems I've got work to do, for God's sake. An easy life really makes you happy? It probably wouldn't. It probably wouldn't make Rito happy. We take the squeak baws out to the fields on sunny days. Sometimes they like to stare up at the sky. I'm sure they must be talking with their old friends, the clouds that are still in the sky. Yes, I suppose so. I suppose they are a little lonely being separated like that. If a time comes when the squeak baws don't need to serve us anymore, maybe they'll become clouds in the sky again.
Oh, hello. Did you folks come here to sunbathe too?
No, we came to this place because of the tranquility it provides.
It's lovely, isn't it? It's my favorite place in all of St. Heim. They say Lord Grannis watches over this place. With the sun and breeze here, I must say that no place enjoys as much of Lord Grannis' protection as this one. Lord Grannis, may I enjoy another day of peace and tranquility. Bah. Aren't these things just disgustingly cute? If you can believe it, there will come a point in the story when we'll actually, like, be there for the story. Like, that little side area is not just, like, a place you can completely miss. We'll actually be there, like, we'll actually have to be there for a scene at some point.
I know what we'll have for our family lunch. Some homemade cheesecake made with squeak baw cheese.
Yep, they just milk those squeak baws for all they're worth. They have squeak baw milk for breakfast. They have squeak baw. Oh wait, no. They have squeak baw milk with I think dinner, and then squeak baw butter with breakfast, and squeak baw cheese during lunch. We eat bread for breakfast, lunch. We eat bread for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and our family eats together as always. Now that's happiness.
Yes, that is happiness. It is wonderful that your entire family gathers for meals together.
Squeak.
When times were tough for me, I was given bread from this store, and I was told to give thanks to Lord Grannis. Now, even though I'm working here, I never fail to give thanks each day to Lord Grannis for his blessings have sustained me. I get lonely when I think about my late husband, but working here always revives my spirits. People come to me here wearing very sad faces, but they show me a smile when I give them some bread, and that is so encouraging. Please keep up the good work. In my travels, I have also encountered many people who wore very distraught faces. Each time that happens, it reminds me of how little I can do on my own. Even so, I want to work much harder.
I don't know why, sometimes I see that, like, color flickering. It seems to go away on its own, so maybe it's just some electrical interference. On previous streams, I kept, like, going underneath the desk and wiggling the cable, but I paid attention, and, like, it seems to go away on its own. So,
At this bakery, we bake batch after batch of bread all day long, just so it's fresh from the oven all day. Really? You know, I'd love to bake some bread here sometime. It'd be fun to have everyone taste it. You bet it's fun, and it pleases Lord Grannis too. Come try it anytime, I'll teach you how.
Ah, watch out, everyone! Who's the one who has to eat Elena's burnt black bread? Damn, Ryudo. That's just uncalled for.
At this bakery, we bake batch after batch of bread all day long. Yep.
Seriously though, what's with the enormous bread? Does everyone here just hate the crusts? Do they make a giant loaf of bread so that no one has to have crusts? What if people like the crusts? Like, surely there's not enough bread crust to go around when the loaves are that gigantic. Not everyone's getting even, like, a slice of bread, surely, because those are huge. No matter what I try, I just make a mess of it. Every bit of work I've tried so far has been pure hell. So anyhow, I've been thinking, maybe I ought to try and make a new man out of myself somehow. Know what kind of prayer I can say so that I can maybe learn how to make good bread? How about you try to do something on your own instead of constantly relying on others to get you through life? That's almost exactly what they told me at the bakery when I asked them, but they were much nicer about it. You know, I never thought of praying to help others succeed. I've always been all caught up worrying about my own failures. And you know what? I figure even a klutz like me can do a decent job of praying for other people.
Always live with a mind to help others. He who helps others will himself be helped. So said Lord Grannis.
Right now, it looks like I might get to go work at the bakery that has been helping me. Lord Grannis, please remake my soul into one that works with strength and kindness, and that prays for the happiness of others. Hey, you don't have to pray for that. If you want it to happen, you can probably make it happen over time. That kind of change. If you really want to be more helpful to other people, like, if you want to be more thoughtful towards other people, you should be able to become more thoughtful towards other people. Even if not all at once.
Hey, you know what the Day of Darkness is? Scary, but this country will be okay. Yes, we will surely be fine with Lord Grannis watching over us. Of course I am thankful for the good things, but I also accept any misfortunes that comes my way as the will of Lord Grannis. I will never forget my gratitude to Lord Grannis no matter what happens. Everything that exists is by the grace of Lord Grannis. Yes, that is right. And I must be grateful that I am able to travel with my companions. So Lord Grannis came down the St. Heim Mountains, right? Where did he go after that? Lord Grannis went deep into our souls, continuing to watch over us even now. Oh, really? So Lord Grannis is inside of us? Is that why everyone prays? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Lord Grannis, I know you're in me. Please be my friend, okay?
Oh, Elena. Check out that wild looking... Oh yeah, that's the same. So some of it has not changed since Elena rejoined, but some of it has. I've got a lot of work to do now. I've got to sell off a lot of Aurum root back in Lilig. A lot of work. Despite all that, my wife keeps harping on me about Pope Zera's sermons. She doesn't get it. I'm a traitor. I wish she'd shut up.
Please, respect your wife. That is no way to talk about the woman you share your life with.
Yeah, Elena's right, you know. You know it's bad when even Ryudo's calling you out for that. What? Aurum root doesn't sell anymore? You mean my information was bogus? The thing about the Skyway falling wasn't a rumor? Yes, I am afraid so. We, saw it ourselves before coming here. Ah, how can that be? All of my assets! My dreams! Oh, Lord Grannis, help me! How can that be? Not quite. Not quite the same. Lord Grannis, help me! Oh, I've got to go get the advice of Pope Zera right away! Pfft. My husband's going with me to the great cathedral next time, even if I have to drag him by his ear.
While I agree it is wonderful to attend to the sermons, I do not agree with forcing someone else to go.
It's okay. It was his idea to go. He says he's not cut out to be a merchant. A sermon or two will wake him up. He didn't want to hear Pope Zera's sermons. I wish he'd made a big He didn't want to hear Pope Zera's sermons. I wish he'd made a big mistake then. That would have been better than our situation now. Huh? I don't get it. Oh dear, so busy, so busy. Another hectic day.
Why the big fuss? Why are you so busy? I've got plans all day today. First I'm going sunbathing with my friends, and then I'm off to the store. Busy, busy. Busy, busy.
To be busy with with only those kinds of things. What about house number 2? Mirumu might be more interesting because that one's should be just like completely changed for everyone.
Even before my husband became an architect, he was always a devout follower of Grannis, which explains his spiritual designs. So he always hopes that the people who live in his buildings will be spiritually uplifted and energized by his designs. What a wonderful thought! Ryudo, wouldn't you like to live in a house designed by him?
What are you trying to say, Elena? That I need spiritual uplifting? Ever the optimist, Elena. Ever the optimist. But he says it with a smile on his face.
My husband always hopes that his designs will help the people in his buildings live happily. Although ordinary people are generally unable to understand the meanings of my husband's designs. Well, I am fascinated by these designs. The curves have such warmth. I really enjoy the buildings here. To be honest, I don't understand the meanings of my husband's designs, but I still think they're nice. I'm happy just to be in the company of someone who works so diligently to design these buildings.
Our buildings are made of stones that are laid without leaving any gaps. They are sturdy enough to withstand earthquakes. However, if even one stone is removed, the entire structure crumbles immediately, as is true of spiritual bonds among people. Whoa, that makes these buildings rather dangerous, doesn't it? I'd say the designer blew it then. Oh, and there you go, shooting your irreprehensible mouth off again. When people share spiritual bonds, they can overcome any obstacle. This is the meaning of my designs.
Indeed, the sharing of spiritual bonds is very important. We are trying to do just that.
I'm mixed on this dude's design, he claims it's sturdy enough to withstand earthquakes, and if that's so, it should be a good design, but then if you remove just one brick, apparently the whole thing is gonna come tumbling down. How does that work? Is it really sturdy enough to stand up to any kind of winds and terrible earthquakes, but also if you just remove one brick, it's all just gonna come crashing down? Is that possible? Well, rah. Why don't you run out and campaign for this guy? Elena is amiable as ever, I see.
And you, Ryudo, are as defiant as always,
she says with a smile on her face. They've grown to like these qualities of each other, even if these qualities sometimes even if these are qualities that sometimes make them want to roll their eyes. They've also come to love these qualities in each other. If you ever find yourself facing a tough situation, think of our wonderful buildings. I'm sure they will help you succeed. Yeah, uh-huh. I like when they do the 2 dialogue windows open at the same time thing. They don't do it very often. It emphasizes how much of a, like, direct response it is. You're probably the same, all the same dialogue, right? Yeah. What about you? May I help you? Is there anything you would like to know about the books? Oh. No, that's okay.
If there's anything you'd like to know about the books, please don't hesitate to ask, okay?
This is new. Why was this not here earlier? Oh. Well, this is just gonna be tutorial stuff, probably, but sure, why not? Tell me about skill books.
A skill book, eh? That is indeed one type of book, but I'm afraid it's a type that we don't have here. In short, you're looking for the type of book that one would simply read to learn various types of skills. In that case, I am not very knowledgeable about that kind of book, but the man who owns the general store is, so why don't you go ask him?
Yeah, I thought the general store guy was supposed to be able to tell you about that. Funny that they let you ask about it here, too. Can you recommend a book?
Well, we have a book called Runaway Love that has been very popular lately. It's a story about a princess who passionately pursues an adventure-minded knight who rides a white horse.
Yeah, that sounds right up my alley. Do I look like the type of person who would read such trash? Damn. What's this? Let's sing the Song of Light?
Looks like the words to the Song of Light. Let's see. With the morning light, the word abounds. A miracle is brought to pass, pure water. A teardrop, peace, light, love, sounds. The fruit of the fields breathes ripeness. The wind of blessing blows across the world. All is filled with thanksgiving. Storm and stress and darkness at last turn to the light and joy of a warm day. Oh Lord, thank you for your wondrous works.
Ryudo ellipses. It doesn't have much of a beat.
Perhaps if Elena were to bring it to song.
I mean, yeah, Rowan was just kind of reading the words, not trying to sing them. Because he doesn't know what the rhythm is supposed to be. I actually voice acted it correctly, without knowing.
Excuse me, sister. That day, the day of darkness, is it coming soon? No, I really do not think it will arrive anytime soon. You need not worry yourself with such thoughts. Oh, good. You see, I just hung out my laundry to dry. What should I do if the day of darkness suddenly came? Oh no! The day of darkness is here! What about my laundry that I hung out to dry? I was so worried that I wouldn't be able to finish my laundry before the day of darkness came. I mean, during the day of darkness, laundry on a line would have a pretty hard time drying, eh? I am not quite sure how to respond to that. I would think laundry would be the least of your concerns.
Even Elena is just like, this lady's crazy. Well, you've come this far, so you'd better just play along with it.
I'm sure when the day of darkness comes, we won't be able to sunbathe at all. That'll be rough.
So, you guys have actually met Celine before? Isn't she totally amazing? Her style is so pure, she'd never allow any evil, but still, she drives me wild. Oh yeah? Maybe we should keep you on a leash then. Don't encourage him, Ryudo. I bet he'd like that. My yearnings for Celine are not based on any sordid reasons. I am but a pure, simple devotee. I don't expect her to stare straight at me, or hit me, or step on me with her high heels. I'm reminded of Millennia's heel stomp move and how her voice quote for that is literally, "Bet you'd like this, you pig." Yeah, whatever. Are you guys getting ready to leave? Maybe you can offer Celine a prayer to protect her against evils? Nah, that's okay. I am sure the Great Inquisitor doesn't need any prayers from people like me. Okay, I didn't actually go into this house yet, right? Because I went and talked to that guy.
Nothing phases them. They've got nerves of steel.
Oh, the Cathedral Knights, yeah. They just keep on marching. I wish I could march with the Cathedral Knights, even though they kind of give me the creeps. As long as those guys are around, peace will be maintained here. I'm not sure how much I trust those knights. Their style is way too cold-hearted, almost as if they weren't human at all.
I prefer the way we do things.
Even Elena's not really up to disagreeing with that.
Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever actually seen the face of any of those Cathedral Knights. They're always wearing those helmets. I wonder why. Could it be they're too shy to show their faces?
Shy isn't the first word I'd use. What, are they just like literally golems? Magical golems of some kind? Cause Rowan earlier on too was like, I thought I saw like a red light from their eyes.
I've been to the Siren Kingdom on the other side of the Raoul Hills, but I like this quiet country better.
It just so happens that our next destination is the Kingdom of Siren. Rowan, you are from there, right? Well, yes, actually.
Oh, I did read this before.
Now, I'm thinking it would have been better if I had gone with him to that distant town. Being separated from those you care about is difficult. Any situation is best faced together. I am so happy, for instance, that I can travel with my friends again.
Sure, Elena, just rub it into this lady's face.
Now I wait with our son for my husband to come back. It's so hard to wait and wait. Before I started these trips, I think I could stand being alone, but now I cannot bear it. Now I want to be with my friends. Waiting is hard, but I have no choice but to wait. Have faith and wait, that's all.
My mom is worrying about my dad all the time now, even though I'm not worried at all.
You're a very confident guy. So why aren't you worried at all?
Why? Because I have faith. Faith in Lord Grannis, and faith in my dad. My dad always told me that faith is the most important thing of all. That's why I have lots of faith.
Great. And I have lots of faith too. I have faith that your wishes will come true.
Thank you, sister. I'll do my best. I promise I'll always have faith in my dad. I have faith in Lord Grannis. I have faith in my dad who serves Lord Grannis. I'll do my best to keep my faith.
I think that's almost everyone here. Ah, what great timing! I just came from the bakery. They had lots of breadcrumbs for me. Huh? Oh, this is the same. Okay, yeah, that didn't change.
Oh, so you're off again.
Be sure to touch the wings of the— oh yeah, I talked to you before. Okay, yeah, we're done here. So now, it's back to Mirumu. I may yet have some time to, like, do a little bit of plot in Siren. Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Probably none of the, like, major plot stuff. There we go. I just wanted to get back here. Probably none of the major plot stuff tonight, but maybe, like, something. I don't know. We'll see. First, though, let's check in on these people.
It's quite a job. Making a garden is not much fun, but we must not give up. We must do it for my child here.
There in your womb? You are with child? Why, congratulations!
I think with child is like a legitimate actual expression and not just like weird grammar, but it feels like weird grammar. You are with child just seems like it seems like such a weird way to talk. I don't know if anyone actually says that, even though like with child itself is a phrase, but I don't know if you would say it at someone like that though. I don't know. I've never heard it at least.
Thanks. Now I've got maternal strength. If it's for my child, I can do anything. They say the baby will be born next spring. That means a village full of flowers will greet my baby when it is born. Maybe I'm expecting too much. No, not at all. I am sure the garden and your unborn child will be blessings to this village.
We've finally put our heads and hearts together, and we know what to do. We're all going to make flower gardens. No matter how long it takes, we won't give up. If we can't do it in our lifetimes, then our children will. Era's wish will survive. Okay, no need for melodrama. It's nice to see them pulled out of their depressive funk, though. Making flower gardens? Pretty wild idea for me to come up with, eh? Even here in this chilly climate. Huh? You decided on your own about planting flower gardens? Yep, that's right. Pretty strange, eh? We thought we'd plant some flower gardens. We each grabbed a shovel, went outside. We were very enthusiastic about it. Anyway, everyone else was standing around outside holding a hoe or a shovel. We all saw that and said,
I had the same idea. Amazing! Everyone had the same idea. Now I'm sure your flower gardening will be a success.
no matter how much work it takes to cover this village with flowers, we'll do it. That's what I've decided, all by myself. And now I've got everyone else around me, including this lovely lady and, in a while, another child. Oh, how are you? It's been a while. Thank you. I'm very grateful for what you did for us. Don't mention it. And I don't remember doing much that I could be thanked for. Hey, good evening. This is gonna be more of a laid-back stream, probably just talking to a bunch of people. But no, we were all quite moved by what you did for Era. We owe you a lot. This village has changed since then. See for yourself. Everyone is smiling. We've become a friendlier place. Yeah, this place has definitely changed. Haha, yes, such a change. But we're not done changing either. Soon this village will be covered with flowers. Immediately, everyone started planting flowers. No one was against the idea. Before, we would have heard people griping and giving up on the idea right away. But everyone's been doing it for Era. I guess you could say we haven't just changed, we've become a new village. That's how far we've come. For someone like me, I must still work hard to help build a happy future for this village. Well, this place was saved a couple of streams ago. I'm just checking in on it, because last time I was here, everyone was still all depressed. Well, at last we're done here. Next, let's go behind the next house. What's going on? What are you doing here? Oh, it's you guys. I just decided I couldn't give up. I had to do something.
So, you have decided to join the others in cultivating the flower garden?
Yeah, I had to start doing something, so I'm helping plant some seeds. I've always given up too easily. I never expected much of myself. So here's my chance to really change. That sounds all fine and good, but why are you wandering around this place? Just imagine how happy Era would be if she were to wake up and see flowers blooming outside her house.
Era will be happy knowing that you simply tried to plant flowers around her house. She will be overjoyed when she sees them.
You bet. I'll do my very best. I'll plant seeds everywhere. Okay, this guy doesn't really have dialogue. I have never heard of that song, or that artist, actually. I'm not very up on music, though. Just in general. Music in general, and then especially anything, like, released anytime in the last decade.
Working in the fields every day, tending flowers. I haven't worked this hard for so long, but I have made up my mind. I can do it. So far, all I've done is complain. I've never tried to do anything positive. My body's weakened and work is harder now.
Most new journeys are difficult to begin, but what you gain at the end of the road is tremendous. Excuse me if I am not clear. The key is to do your best, hold nothing back. Do not give up.
Oh, but I'm so tired. Still, when I think about what has happened, my fatigue is nothing important. So let's give it one more shot, shall we?
What do you think? Quite a difference, eh? No one had even dreamt that the people of this village could work together like this. Era loved flowers, you know. Now everyone is planting flowers, just in case she gets a chance to see them.
What a thrill for her to open her eyes and find the whole village full of flowers.
What a thrill. Makes music videos and videos on Minecraft. Okay. All my life I've been a quitter. I gave up on everything. I gave in to my misfortunes. But now things have changed. I've got me a goal to plant a flower garden for Era, and I'm working toward it. And I've got good friends helping me. Man, imagine living in the old times of like, where like just planting a flower garden could just like be your job, and like the village would have your back in terms of like making sure you have the food you need.
One can only do so much on their own. That is why it is sometimes necessary to rely on those around you for help.
Now it's our turn to show Era a flower garden. Not just in a dream, but for real.
There's no happiness like seeing my daughter outside laughing and playing. I've just now come to realize that. Now I understand how Sandra must feel, knowing what has become of Era. I'm so ashamed.
Shame carries with it the winds of change. Use your shame to better yourself.
I'm making myself useful by helping to plant a flower garden. Unless I do something, I feel horrible. Also, my daughter will be happy that I'm planting a flower garden. She smiles and looks happy when we talk about it. We're working hard so that when you come back again, there will be flowers everywhere.
Come on out, all you flowers. Hurry up, come on.
Did you plant some seeds here? Yes, we planted lots and lots.
Lots and lots.
Oh, oops. It's supposed to be a secret. We thought we'd surprise everyone. It's a secret that we planted seeds here. But I went and blabbed it.
Secrecy is not your forte.
I know, but I just can't wait until they start blooming. They've got to do it soon.
Snickers and chocolate milk? Nice. Snickers was my favorite candy bar, I think, back when I could still eat that kind of stuff. When I was really young, my favorite was Milky Way, but then when I got a little older, my tastes changed and it became Snickers.
Hey, can you guys help keep it a secret that we planted flower seeds here? We want to surprise everybody.
Sure, okay. But in exchange, when they do bloom, you must come tell me, okay?
Snickers flavored chocolate milk? Oh, I did not know that was a thing.
Come on and bloom already. I know you can do it, so bloom. Come on, I can't wait any longer.
Ah, there are young seeds planted in this soil.
How did you know that, mister? Are the buds coming out?
Not yet. But I can smell the seeds taking root. The sprouts are still very small, but they are growing.
Era's been saying it all along. She says flowers will make everyone happy, so I've been waiting all this time for them. But now, I can stop waiting, right? I became so happy just planting the seeds. Everyone in the village is happy, right? Right. And when the flowers start to bloom, everyone in the village will be even happier.
Oh, you imported it from Japan? Nice.
Come on and bloom, bloom already. I know you can do it, so bloom, come on.
We can all grow Era's favorite flowers. Forget the bad crops in the soil, we can do it.
My guess is that you'll give up and say it was all a waste of time and effort.
No, we won't give up, never. After all, Era brought happiness here when this village was at its worst. She never gave up.
You have a Japanese store here in Canada. Okay, so they imported it and you can just buy it there. That's cool. Kind of like a Chinatown type of deal, except it's just a Japan store, I guess.
Now we're going to fill this village with flowers. I used to talk with Era about it all the time, it's what she wanted. I'll be in charge of making Era's wish come true, and you can bet that I'll never give up.
Is there even anyone in the chief's house? Because the chief himself is outside. Nope. Empty. I almost said something else after empty. I had to refrain. I used to have a bad habit, and that habit still exists. That habit still exists, but I've become able to resist it. Of just, like, spouting other people's catchphrases when I've heard them recently enough.
Everyone's up on their feet again, but after a huge catastrophe such as this, it will take some time to fully recover. Yes, some wounds are still sore, such as Era.
It's not just Japanese snacks in that store, there are Chinese snacks there too. Okay, so it's like just a Eastern culture import store, I guess. I think, I've talked to someone who has like a store like that near them too. They like going there every week-ish? Maybe not every week, but yeah, they like going there frequently to buy stuff.
As long as there is life, there will be pain, but pain gives way to healing. We must hope that time can heal Era.
This calamity still infects the spirit of many like a disease, and we ask ourselves how we could have done this. They still suffer. It's hard to witness, and it seems that some people will continue to have nightmares.
Even so, you have to move on with your life. You can't just sit back and dwell on it forever, can you? Ryudo has such a pained expression because he still bears a lot of pain from his past, too. We saw that when he had nightmares here in this very town. He's, like, still troubled by it. He's trying so hard to move on, but it's difficult. It's part of where his, rough edges... It's part of where the rough edges to his personality came from, I would wager. I am trying to read that, but I can't because the stupid YouTube emote pop-up is blocking it, and I literally have no way of getting rid of that. It's so dumb. I could make the chat window bigger. There we go. It's called Axios Station. Okay. And now I have to make the chat window smaller because it's blocking the game. There we go. I wish YouTube didn't have that stupid thing in the corner on the chat window. I can't get rid of it. And it, like, blocks part of the text. I always have to guess what the text says, but in a case like that, I couldn't guess. Because it was a name instead of just, like, a word.
But at least these people are alive. Even though no one has said it, from now on we must all work together. Our village is banding together for the first time, and we'll keep working together like this. Here's what I think. I think that anyone can be happy. Or rather, can get used to being happy. Just a glimmer of realization. A little late, I suppose, but an improvement at least.
Where should we dig the water ditch? I guess in front of the town hall. Those kids are working hard in that field. Oh, but the housewives are already grumbling that there's not enough water for washing clothes. What do we do? You will probably have to deal with that when you get a computer. Oh, is it not like that on the mobile app? That's nice. I don't know why it's like that on the YouTube, like, web browser chat window. It's kind of dumb. It's not really a problem. It's not really a problem if the chat window is big enough. I don't think I had a problem with that when I just, like, watched a stream on the webpage. I'm having a problem with it because I popped out the chat window so that I can have it next to the game window of the game I'm playing, alongside another chat window for Twitch chat. So part of the problem is just that I have the window kind of small. That's probably why it's, like, blocking some of the text.
What a great idea! Are you digging an irrigation ditch for the flowers?
Oh man, what a hassle. I thought it'd be a piece of cake to dig a water ditch here, but I guess not. Yeah, digging a ditch is, like, actually quite an investment in physical labor. It takes lots of energy and some time. I've never thought about this before. Heck, I've never done anything like this. But it was my idea, so I'm responsible.
You will do fine.
Okay, here's what I have in mind. We're gonna dig a huge irrigation ditch, about as big as the granite cliffs. What? I think you'd better get your heads out of the clouds. So the granite cliffs are not a water ditch, but in my dreams our ditch was just as big. We need to carry a lot of water. Instead you can't livestream games on YouTube because it's always showing your face and not letting you screen share. Oh, with the YouTube app? Yeah. Does Twitch let you livestream? I think Twitch does the same thing, right? When it's on the phone, because I think that's just how the phone apps are. Like, they're not expecting you to use, like, screen sharing software, because... Yeah, I don't know, I feel like screen sharing software, or, like, screen recording software is still kind of, like... I feel like that technology is still in its infancy on phones. Like, it's been around for years on computers, and that's just kind of standardized and expected at this point, but it's still, like... I don't know. Screen recording technology on phones still has some ways to go, I feel like. I had some paid screen recording software on my phone, and even still, like, the quality was, like, not as good as what I can get out of free screen recording software on a computer. Yeah, just, have at it, I guess. But do your best not to dig up the entire village, got it? Where should we dig the water ditch? Maybe there's a way we can make the whole village a water ditch! What did Ryudo just say?
Enter the village dreamer.
Clearly. House number 1.
Dad, come on, let's hurry. We've got a lot of work to do today. Everyone's waiting for us.
Ha! The boy bursts with energy, does he not?
You know it. I got energy on top of energy, and I'm gonna use all the energy to plant 1,000,000 flowers. My dad's hands are all hard, not like they used to be. They're all hard and bumpy. And he's got a bunch of blisters too. He showed them to me. They're so gross. But they also look kinda cool.
You'll have plenty of your own soon enough, kid.
Dad, come on, let's hurry.
Today, my son and I will be making a flower garden. It's a lot of work, but it's rewarding. I'd forgotten what it was like to have faith in others. I may be judged during the day of darkness, but till then I'll gladly do this. Whether or not it does arrive, you should focus on your work. There is no shame in a job well done. When I think about it, I see that Lord Grannis always takes care of things, and I've not been doing anything much myself. But I realize that this is not proper. I must be willing to toil and sweat to set a good example for my son.
The lion cub must first observe the hunt from a distance. Only with observation will the cub learn to hunt on its own.
Today I'm going to help my son again. We're making a flower garden. It's a lot of work, but it's refreshing. The other nice thing about having a computer when you have one eventually is that you can have, well, I guess that depends on where your router is located. I was gonna say the other nice thing can be having a wired internet connection, where you just have an Ethernet cable going into your computer. Because that does tend to be more stable than Wi-Fi. I mean, it can still have issues though. Even with Ethernet, you can still have issues. I have been having one issue per night every live stream, and I am using an Ethernet cable, but still, it helps. It is more stable than Wi-Fi, generally speaking.
My husband, who used to be so sickly and constantly talked about wanting to die, well, he's doing great now. We even go out together now and then. We're looking forward to helping the young folks. We know happiness is on its way.
Ha! It would appear to me as if you have found your happiness.
Flowers in bloom. Well, that remains to be seen, but you know, some flowers are already blooming deep within our hearts.
I'm seeing what I can do to help everyone get some flowers growing. This land could use some flowers. I don't know if I'll still be around when these flowers bloom, but I ain't going to give up anyhow. The scent of this village has changed dramatically. There is a good-natured smell in the air.
Wow, really? This village does seem like a totally new place. Much different than before.
You love to see it. Alrighty, have a good evening.
Washing these clothes is a real job. Just when you think you've finished washing the dirt out of the gardening clothes, there's some more to do. The kids go wild working in the dirt, and they come back covered with it.
Well, it actually does look like quite a bit of work. Your smiles betray your complaints, though.
It's actually fun, even with the caked-on dirt and our sore, waterlogged fingers. It's all a reminder that we're part of this village. Maybe I'm overstating it.
Not at all. At the end of the journey, life is nothing more than a collection of fond memories.
My kids, too. Every day they come home with mud all over their clothes. But hey, that's just how it goes.
And you find a joy in dealing with that? Sheesh. Wait, you do! It's written all over your face. All kinds of people enjoy all kinds of things. Some people don't mind what kind of work they're dealing with if it involves looking after their happy children.
Well, isn't this a rare sight? You're travelers, right? Welcome to our village. As you can see, we're a very nice village with all sorts of pleasantries.
Yeah, this place is definitely on the upswing compared to last time I saw it.
Yes, that's what everyone says. Our village is covered with flowers. Like a dream, isn't it?
It's not covered with flowers, though. Not yet. You're getting ahead of yourself.
No, not a dream. I knew this day would come. I just knew it. You're right, isn't it fantastic? It's like we're in a dream. No one wants to see those bad dreams again.
But how is Sandra holding up?
Okay. Next I mix this weed's juice with these crushed nuts. Oh, it's you folks. Hello. Sorry it has been so long. How are you doing? And the flower garden? Yes, so many people have been helping with the flower garden. It's really coming along. With everyone working so hard, a few hands have been cut, so I'm making some healing salve.
Oh. Looks like the people in this village are finally working together.
I thought I'd be gardening by myself, but the entire village has turned out to lend a hand in making this flower garden. Wonderful. That sounds fantastic. We don't want to disappoint Era when she finally wakes up. You folks must be very busy too. Please take care.
She still sleeps.
And from the look on her face, she's happy, although she's just trapped within her own dreams. Even if she was awake, it wouldn't heal her soul. Maybe it's better that she sleeps. At least she can find happiness in her dreams. Ryudo, I don't know about that. With how this village has changed, I think she would be happy once she wakes up.
Ryudo, remember Millennia's words. Era's soul can be healed if flowers spring forth from the soil here.
Yeah, sure. We shouldn't just give up hope on the girl. Man, I actually chose not to eat before this stream because of how I was having such big indigestion problems the last 2 streams in a row. I'm starting to pay for my hubris. Yeah, sure, just don't eat any food. You'll be fine. It's okay. I'll be fine in the long run. I'll get some food after this. I also figured it's gonna be a shorter stream, so I figured that'll help me kind of get away with it. Because while I do have other plans after this, they're plans where I can get away with just kind of muting on Discord for a bit while I munch on something, so I'll get some food after this stream.
Every day, Mom keeps telling me to help out at home, but I want to play outside some more.
Remember, you must always do what your mother says.
Don't listen to her. Do whatever makes you happy. No! Don't listen to Ryudo. He's a terrible influence. But your mother does know quite a bit more than you. Thank you, Ryudo.
Okay, I will.
Ryudo, you surprise me.
Is the moon blue tonight?
Nah. Ryudo is just going through character development, that's all.
Welcome, all of you. I feel like I've been dreaming. I'll never forget what Eris said in my dream. If we stay here forever, we won't suffer. She was such a kind girl.
Maybe I read this before. I wonder if this is the same dialogue. Let's eat, I'm starving. Don't remind me. Buildings in this village all have such strange shapes. I wonder what they are. Shells, I guess. Wherever I see. Hey, Elena?
They lived in the ocean, right? That is what I remember reading. If so, then why is this village in the forest now? Why do you think they use so many shells in the buildings here?
Now that you mention it, I wonder why that is.
Ah, the chairs we sit in are shell-shaped as well.
The buildings of this village, they're all built of stone since no good building lumber can be found here. But the stone is very old. Perhaps it is from long before the granite were created. Huh? Does that have anything to do with the shells that appear on the buildings of this village? This area was the bottom of the sea. There are shell fossils in the stones. The villagers used them to adorn the buildings.
So, this place rose up from the bottom of the sea when the granite cliffs were formed. How interesting.
Maybe those with nowhere to go after the granite cliffs formed settled here. The scars of a battle long past curse us all, even now.
Surprisingly somber for you, Rowan. I think I know exactly what it is he's thinking of, though, but I can't talk about that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that next time, in fact. Probably not this time. Actually, we'll get a small hint of it this time.
This is not limited to this village. The scars of a battle long past curse us all, even now. Even now, 10,000 years after the battle of good and evil, there are still people who suffer from the scars of battle. It must have been difficult to live in such a cold, rocky land.
Those driven from their homes during the battle of good and evil are certainly spread far and wide. Wounds from the past. So there are people who are still suffering from that cursed battle.
I do not know much of religion, thus I do not know a great deal about this battle of good and evil, but its curse remains.
Yes, there are many people who are still now suffering from the battle of good and evil. That is certainly so.
To face one's past is good, but to focus too heavily on it distracts from what is most important, the present.
Yeah. When you have a lot going on in your past, it's hard not to get caught up in it, but it's not good to stay focused on it.
To keep a positive outlook on life is much more useful than to constantly dwell on the past.
Oh, shoot, please.
The ancestors of this village must have suffered a great deal. I just wish they would do something about these painful chairs.
Oh no, he didn't repeat it! I can probably reset the whole thing though. That looked like an interesting bit of dialogue. I want to actually read it. Okay, here we go.
I do not know much about the battle of good and evil as you do. It is not part of my culture. Sorry if I misled you, Rowan. I did not mean for you to take what I was trying to say in the wrong light.
No, not at all, Mr. Merrig. I shall think carefully about what you have said.
The ancestors of this village must have suffered a great deal. I just wish they would do something about these painful chairs.
I love that.
Even if the battle of good and evil itself is detestable, it did happen and we are here regardless. Certainly, there is no point in turning your back on the facts.
I wonder if the people living in Mirumu village know much about their past. It must have been a constant hardship.
At some point, they have to stop running from the past and face the present.
I agree. While facing your past may be important, it is much more critical to cultivate the present.
Facing your past is important. That must be terribly difficult, but it is quite necessary. I want the villagers here to work hard and discover true happiness.
Well, you about finished with your food? Ugh, I'm full. The meal was terrific. Thanks, Irina. Well, that's 1 hour down just catching up with the old locations we've been to. Now let's head onwards to the Siren Kingdom. And try to explore that as much as we can. Quite a change of pace to have a stream where there's just no battles whatsoever. I've had a shorter stream before, but that one had battles. And I've had a more laid-back stream before, just last time, but that one still had some battles. This is the first stream of this game that's just gonna have no fighting whatsoever. Probably the only stream that's gonna be like that too, if I had to guess. Skyrim is big. I have every confidence that this would have crashed the heck out of my GPU. I wonder if I even could have run this on the emulator at all. Maybe, but there's definitely no way I could have streamed and recorded it. If only I had a newer GPU. Someday.
My, this town is bustling with activity.
The fruit of prosperity is in abundance.
You know, some people really go crazy for their stream setups if they've got the money to burn. Like, they have a computer with a really good GPU that, like, runs the game, and then, like, take an HDMI cable out of HDMI or display. No, HDMI. Take an HDMI cable that runs out of their computer into a capture card in a second computer, and that second computer is the one that just records and streams. So that just they have a secondary computer that's whole purpose is just to render the stream recording, and that way the computer that's gaming can use all of its power on just the gaming. I do not have the money for that. Man, I'd be hesitant to burn money like that even if I did have the money for it, though. Maybe if I had, like, both stable, really good income and a, like, really good chunk of savings, maybe I could see it. But man, it's a good idea if you've got the money for it, but, like, damn. Although, saying that, the funny thing is, I just realized there was once a time that I did use two computers in a streaming setup. Totally different reason, not the same way at all, and it was because I happened to share a household with someone who had a computer of their own that they weren't using at that time, so they were okay with me using it. It was really just a matter of, back then, the technology for streaming and recording stuff was not really all there as much as it is now, so it was much more complicated to actually do anything. But yeah, that was a whole mess. Anyway, I don't have two computers these days. These days I live alone and I only have my own computer available to me.
This peaceful scenery is just a
Sorry for the like getting sidetracked there on that tangent. Although some people like that. Some people watch streams and stuff for those kinds of tangents, I suppose. Anyway.
This peaceful scenery is just a facade. When the time comes, its true, ugly form is sure to show itself.
Damn. You know something we don't? I mean, clearly he does.
We, the people of Skyrim, are known as the descendants of the people of darkness.
There you go. There's the one hint you're getting on what Rowan knows and, like, what his past is. He grew up here in Skyrim and he's aware of their history. And that is their history. Skyrim are the people of darkness we've been looking for. So is the Grannis Saber in this country? What do you mean by descendants of the people of darkness? Not like everyone's hunched over, rubbing their hands and muttering curses. You're saying that you're one of these people?
Yes. Most probably have almost no memory of the people of darkness. But only my people can never forget. That is why I left to learn about the confrontation between light and darkness. Come, let's get a room first. Tomorrow we can start searching for the meaning of Zara's words.
So the next plot destination is the inn to spend the night, which means I'm gonna go there absolutely last. I may not even spend the night. I may save that for the next stream. We'll see. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take me to go through all of, like, Skyrim talking to people. Oh, young lady, are you new in town? Please allow me to show you around. Maybe we can go swimming in the waterways?
To get to the waterways, take this street, then turn right toward the harbor. Then go left to the square. The castle's behind that. Thanks, Rowan. You are so very helpful. You are very helpful. Now, I am sorry, is there something you wanted? I didn't hear you before.
Well, right now, I've got to go help set up the bazaar that starts tomorrow in the plaza. It's gonna be loads of fun. Yeah, that bazaar is gonna be the start of, like, next stream, basically, and that's gonna be about a bunch of lighthearted fun, actually. But then we'll get to some more important stuff, like directly following that. Hey, young lady, today's your lucky day. Here's someone to show you around. Let's ignore this creep. Let's check out the shop. Yippee! We've got some great deals here. Ring the bell and win a prize. I don't know. Interesting. It's less powerful than what I've got, but it has the potential to instantly KO an enemy. I'll buy that if I have the spare funds. Ooh. They've all got their own elements. Wait, does this mean that having this equipped gives me that spell? I'm gonna burn the blazing staff and see. I'm curious about that. Oh, is it weaker than her current staff? Yeah, I think it is physically weaker. Okay, hold on. I'll wait on that one too. Now this one I think I should actually buy. Main gauche. Ooh, a defense bonus too. I'll buy it, but I'm not gonna equip it yet. I really like that teleporting effect. Paralysis resistance, that's good. That's a good one. Black quartz mail. What do I have on Ryuta right now? Okay, he's got something that's giving him a small attack bonus. I'll keep that on him for now. I'll get this for Mereg, though. Wizard's Hat. Magic block resistance. That's very good for your healer. And your primary magic damage dealer as well. Black quartz helm. Magical hat. Nah, Merrick doesn't really need this. Magic high heels, plus move. Really good move bonus. What she's got is actually better, though. Plus 40 movement? My goodness. I might want this. And then we've got elemental charms. Why not? Just have one of each. I know I've not really been checking out the regional items. It's probably okay. Okay, I've still got extra money, so... So yeah, I can buy these two weapons. I'll buy this... And... Yeah, I'll equip it on Ryuta for right now. And then when dealing with enemies that are not gonna be, like, susceptible to being instantly killed, I can give him his stronger weapon. And I kinda wanna give this to Elena, because I wanna test out if there's, like, a way to use that as, like, a spell, or if that, like, gives her the spell. Is there a good way I can check that? You know what? I said this was going to be a stream with no battles. Why don't I contradict myself and go just get into one battle? Just because I want to see how that works. Because that description made it seem like she would have the spell in some way. Man, where's all the monsters? Maybe they're just in one of these. This probably got it. Yeah, there we go. One of those was like surely had to have some monsters. And I've got the initiative. Now Elena. Moves, magic. Items. Change weapon. Change equipment. Current equipment. Okay, I didn't really mean to do that, but whatever, I got the point. I could tell that it was gonna do what I thought, like use the wait, what? Oh, oops, I accidentally, okay. So that's interesting. I never actually really knew that you could just use spells from certain pieces of equipment.
Torch!
Oof. Got to it just in time.
Nothing withstands my blade.
So that's neat. You really have to navigate through the menu a bunch to get to the equipment like what you have equipped to do that, but it's cool that some weapons let you use like magic like that. Although I think yeah, I mean, maybe I'll keep that on her for now, then. It's kind of cool. I also didn't actually realize, because it's not something I ever tried in this game. I never navigated through the item menu enough to do that. I don't think I hardly used items in this game at all, like, ever. I used some items, but like I didn't use it a whole lot, and I never navigated through the menu to see that you could like do that with current equipment. I also I did not realize that you could change equipment mid-battle. That's kind of cool. Son of Mao. Am I supposed to know who that is?
Wow, this town is great! It's so fun, even just to watch the people walking around. Yes, this town is certainly a trade hub, and so you can see all sorts of people here. Who have you seen so far? I saw one lady who had horns, and a guy with a long tail, and that man with a mane behind you.
I saw all of you.
Oh, you mean Merrick? A man with a mane, eh? So I guess you are a boy with bushy ears. There are so many kinds of people in this town. They walk with different rhythms. Rhythms? Sure. Lady, you go tick-tack, and mister, you go dodge-dodge, right?
I walk with a dodge-dodge rhythm. I walk with a dodge-dodge rhythm. I find your rhythmic talents amazing. Thank you for sharing.
I'm getting a little dizzy trying to see all of these different people. There sure are a lot here. They look different and they walk different. This is the first time I've seen so many different people.
I wonder if this kid is supposed to be a reference to anything in particular. I didn't think there was supposed to be any connections to the first Grandia, but I don't know. Like, I wonder if this is a cameo, or if Mao is, in fact, someone from this game that I'm forgetting. I don't know. Find out eventually, maybe.
Are you visitors? If so, maybe you would like to visit the square in front of the castle gate before you go to your inn.
At the plaza now, you can see a bazaar is being set up. It's gonna be a big one.
A big one this time. So what will it have, I wonder?
They're setting up for the bazaar now over at the castle square. You should see it before going to your inn.
Go see it I shall. On this great occasion, I am honored to be invited to... Hey, what's wrong with your voice? What in blazes are you doing? Oh, I was practicing official greetings to the king. We're invited to the ceremony. We have to speak to the king directly. A royal summons has arrived. We've been called to the castle. I'm practicing my greetings so I won't be rude to the king. Do you happen to know the reason why the king has called everyone to the castle? The reason? Well, I guess it's some kind of celebration. Oh. The king has called us to the castle. I'm practicing my greetings so I won't be rude to the king, but I always ruin all the fancy stuff you're supposed to say. Your Highness and all that stuff.
Guess what? My dad, he's going to meet the king. Ain't that something?
Only great people may stand before the king. Your father, he must be a great man.
Yeah, he sure is. He's great because he takes time to play with me every day. It's a real honor to meet the king. Isn't it amazing?
An important father who also finds plenty of time to play with his son. Sounds like he is a good person.
Guess what I heard? My husband was called to meet the king. We're all bouncing off the walls with excitement. We're fixing up our fancy duds and thinking of the right things to say.
Quite a busy time for you. Be sure to enjoy it.
And the king has called all of us to the ceremony. That hardly ever happens. I'm so excited. Certainly. It is strange that he would call a gathering of so many citizens. I wonder what will happen there.
Big things happening in the next stream.
I can't think about all that, and what does it matter? We'll find out when the day comes. My husband, he's such a loudmouth know-it-all, but now he hardly knows what to say or do. He's practically speechless. He keeps asking, shall I greet him like this, or am I supposed to wear it this way?
What's up, have a good stream, thank you. I'm just having a pretty laid-back stream, because I have to do a shorter one tonight, and there's like a lot of townspeople to talk to. Is this house empty? No one's here. I guess they're just at the town square. Did I talk to you?
Hey, little fella, want to go to the festival with me tomorrow? You're just so cute.
Huh? You mean me? I really do not know.
What's with you boys? You're all like that. Mark and Michael and... Boring. I can't go to the festival alone. That would just be awful.
What about your mom and dad? Are they busy working or something?
Are you kidding? Going with my mom and dad would be even worse. I need a hot guy to take me.
You are too young to be talking like that.
For a festival, you have to go with a guy that you can get all smoochy with.
Whatever. That is definitely a very Ryudo response to that. The ceremony is only 2 days away. I'm all tense and nervous with the weight of responsibility. There isn't anything to be worried about. If you get too tense and drop dead from stress, it won't be too funny, old fella. You fool! Don't you know who I am? Why, I was famous when I was a Siram Knight. I went by the name of Hurricane Jack. If you don't know who I am, I'll tell ya. In the old days, there was a Knight of Siram whose fame had spread even to nearby lands. On horseback, he could cross 3 mountains with a spear. He could kill monsters with 1 blow. He was strong, brave, and true. I think you would get along well with Flying Jim Phoenix. Okay, I get the idea. Listen, Candy Cane Jack, I'll have to come back later to hear your war stories. That's Hurricane Jack! Anyway, I did something that at my age I've been called to the ceremony. There's no point in worrying why.
The day after tomorrow is the big ceremony at the castle. All the men in the country are invited, and my husband is so nervous.
Oh, I see. The town is celebrating the upcoming ceremony.
Even when there's no ceremony, there's a bazaar every year. That's always an occasion for celebration. The bazaar starts tomorrow, then the ceremony is on the next day, so people are very busy, but they're also celebrating. Festivals are proof of how peaceful our country is. The Queen loved the festivals.
I noticed that past tense on the Queen. Guess that long live the Queen thing didn't work out so well, eh? Let's see. Ugh. Okay, yeah, that works. We'll check out the port.
My dad, he's in a place called St. Heim Papal State, doing something. After my mom got sick and died, my dad started drinking all of the time.
Ah, you are the boy I needed to pass a message to.
Everyone said he had to stop it, so he's doing something about it now. Oh, tell me, is your name Mark? Yeah, how come you knew my name already? We met your father in the St. Heim Papal State. He asked us to tell you that he's hanging in there.
That's not quite what he asked us to say. Whatever, it works well enough, I suppose.
Wonderful! My dad is doing okay, eh? That means he'll come home soon.
Yeah, the spirit of the message passed along fine enough.
Even the noble wolf occasionally leaves his den to hunt for a better life for his pack. Your father will return in due time.
Thank you, all of you. I'm so happy I could hear something from my dad. Please, here's a small thank you gift.
Puff nuts. Puff nuts, eh? Your father also gave us some of these.
My father was very good at harvesting puff nuts, but after my mom died, he just started drinking all the time.
The ever-patient mountain stands proud in the face of a storm. You too must stand tall in the face of your father's absence.
Yeah, I get pretty lonely being all by myself. But it's okay now, because I know my dad is getting better, so I'll be fine. I know it.
My father, yeah. And this poor kid, but it's nice that it's gonna have a happy ending. I must have a ton of those at this point. Oh, I also have a bunch of these. Yeah, I've got 6. That's a lot of those. Ooh. Give it to Ryudo. Max MP. I'm gonna hold on to that one. Strength. I'm just gonna give that to Ryudo, to be honest. Maximum MP. Ryudo is terribly lacking in MP. I'll give him some. Vitality. Elena needs that. Magic. You know what? Ryudo. Mentality. Mentality. Weirdo. Okay. Well, we found him. I wonder if I can actually, like, tell the guy that we passed along the message. I'll check that before I end the stream, I think. Boy, that was scary. When I was ambushed by those monsters at the Cecile Reef? Cecile? I'm gonna go with that, because any other way I can think of to pronounce that would just be plain more, difficult to say. That was scary. When I was ambushed by those monsters at the Cecile Reef, I thought, this be it. You were ambushed by monsters at sea? You're tougher than I would have thought. But they're afraid of lightning flashes. You can use that against them, so it'd be pretty easy to get away from them. Okay, so they're weak to zap. Got it. When I was ambushed by those sea monsters, I really thought I was going to die at sea. But can't you chase them off by using a lightning spell? What made you think you were done for? Is magic actually that common in this world? I guess. I mean, I guess the mana eggs maybe are more common than I, expected. Huh? No, it was the route I had to take to escape them. I realized I'd never make it on time to the festival. No, it was the route I had to take to escape them. I realized I'd never make it on time to the festival. I don't think... That conversation somehow didn't flow right to me. When I was ambushed by those sea monsters, I really thought it'd be a watery grave for me. Needless to say, it turns out I still made it back in time for the festival. How fortunate for you. I don't know why I said that way.
It's getting late. The next boat's not here yet? If he doesn't get back safely soon, I'll kick his little butt! Excuse me, are you waiting for a boat? Well, duh, can't you tell by looking? It should have been here already. My stupid husband should have been back by now. It's getting late. I'll kick his little butt. If he doesn't get back safely soon, I'll kick his little butt. Every time, he gets me all worried like this. He's got some nerve, I'll tell ya. So you're the type who, every time your husband worries you, you start, punching them in the chest and going baka 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 baka.
Hey, get out of my way, will ya? We gotta finish everything today. Starting tomorrow, this boat be going nowhere.
Why are you going to keep this boat here?
Because, kid, the festival starts tomorrow. Us sailors, we be having better things to do than work. Boy, everybody and his dog stops working tomorrow. Hardly any boats will be out around here, compared to normal. A while back, there be so many boats here, they damn near covered the whole waterway. Now there'll be a sight to be seen.
My, is that so? I regret not seeing that.
It's the first festival in a long time, so everyone will come. It'll be the famous Siren Waterway traffic jam. So I gotta hurry up and get all this work finished up. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun festival, alright. There's even gonna be a minigame.
This bazaar is the biggest and liveliest one so far. Want to know the secret behind that? Sure, I would like to know. Please tell me. This is the 100th bazaar. Yes, sir, number 100 since the day I was born. That's why.
Wow, you have lived to a good age. Well, good for you. Sheesh, does this lady think that being old is fun? Don't be like that, Ryudo.
This bazaar is one giant festival. After all, it's the 100th bazaar since I was born.
Oh, wait. She's not saying it's the 100th bazaar, she's saying it's the 100th bazaar since she was born. I see, that's kind of like a... This is sort of like a self-centered element to that, because she's just like, it's such a big important one because I turned 100. I thought at first I was thinking it was the 100th festival, so it's big for that reason, but no. You must be quite long in years, lady. Ryudo, That is the most obvious thing I've ever heard you say in this game. Being young is important to me. My work demands it.
Ryudo. Rowan, are there really so many bazaars held in this country?
Oh, about one a year. They have been having them for over 100 years now, but tomorrow's is definitely special.
Tomorrow's the festival, but since I'm a soldier, I can't take the day off. What a bummer. So my girlfriend starts pestering me, saying, well, at least we can party all night. It'll be a sleepy day at work tomorrow. For a soldier, this guy is a bit too laid back. Relaxing on the job gets you killed.
Ryudo, everyone must relax sometime.
Let him have a fun night with his girlfriend. It feels like such a lewd thing to be slipped into this game, but I suppose, like, it's not really, because the way it's written, any young kid who doesn't know any better, it would just go over their head. There's nothing really... They're not really saying anything outright. They're just gonna play they're just gonna play some fun board games all night. That's what it is, you know? My girlfriend won't give me a break. She said since you can't party during the day, we'll just have to party all night. Ahaha.
Yes, and so?
So? We played cards. We played cards all night. I was so sleepy the next day at work. Oh, what the hell? And that's the joke. They really were just playing games all night. Perfect. I love it.
My boyfriend's working tomorrow, despite the festival, or maybe because of it. Ain't that something?
Wait, so he's working tomorrow? What's so funny about that?
We can't go out during the day, so we're staying up all night tonight. My boyfriend's working tomorrow. Yeah. We'll just have to party hard.
You bring the booze, I'll bring the exploding kittens. Or the munchkin. Or poker, I don't know. So you guys are going to Bazaar tomorrow? Yeah, but that's not the only reason we are here. You can tell how little awareness I have about the card games that there are out there, because those were the only ones I could name. Were like Munchkin, which is super old, and Exploding Kittens, which... I guess that one's actually kind of old by this point too, isn't it? Yeah, but that's not the only reason we are here. We've come to the bazaar for some information as well. And I recommend that you check out the Mao tribe's singing and dancing while you're here. Mao tribe? Oh, that's why that guy was called the son of Mao. He's part of their... he is one of their tribe. That Beastman boy we saw earlier.
They are a tribe of beastmen who use the natural power of rhythm to tell stories.
Once before, I heard them sing and dance, and right away I was captivated by it. In fact, I came here just to hear them.
They must be a talented bunch then. I think I'd like to see them perform. If you like, you can read some of their song lyrics. I've got a book of lyrics on my desk. Oh yeah? A collection of Mao tribe song lyrics. I think I'll have a look at these. Give praise, I can feel the dawn, a lovely spirit, an earthly dance. I feel it, a courageous wind, overflowing, milk of the earth, a kiss from heaven, a joyful downpour. So much hope in just one tiny little seed. Plow it now, one row, a new row, and celebrate, the harvest is in, a million plants in the crop of destiny. Sing, pass along our songs, songs of the people. This is our power, our door of hope. That's neat. You really do get some nice little details in world building when you actually make sure to go talk to everyone. explore all the houses and whatnot. I should have paid more attention to the compass, because that would have told me that that way was back, and then I would have remembered that that way was the port, and this is the way forward.
That sun is bugging me. It sets so fast when I don't want it to set, but today it's setting real slow, just to bug me.
Why would you want the sun to set quickly? Is something special happening tomorrow?
Yeah, there's gonna be a festival tomorrow. The plaza will be full of people selling stuff, and that'll be lots of fun. There's gonna be a real fun festival that starts tomorrow. I can't wait.
Well, you should go to sleep early tonight so that when you wake up, it will be tomorrow.
Yeah, but still, I'll just lay there thinking about all the fun tomorrow and I won't be able to sleep. Oh, how can I make tomorrow come faster? I can't stand waiting for tomorrow's festival.
Hey, Coop, where are you, dear son? Where have you run off to? Your loving father awaits you. Come back quickly, Coop. I can't open the store without you. Please come back and help me.
Ah, a Mao tribe song. I have not heard one in quite a long time. Maos are widely known for their singing and dancing.
I am not widely known for my singing. I just have to do what I can.
He can really sing.
Yeah, sure.
And such a nice voice, too. Lyrics are a little strange, eh? It sounds as though he calls someone.
Oh, customers. Sorry to keep you waiting. We're not done setting up the shop yet. My son seems to have run off somewhere.
Oh, you were singing to Coop just then. Is Coop the name of your son?
Yes, that's right. I was calling to my son who has wandered off somewhere around here. It's the first time my son has been to such a large town. He was just dying to look around. Looks like he skipped out on helping you here and wandered off to have some fun. I like this kid already. Hey, Coop, where are you, dear son? Your loving father awaits you here. Please wiggle your little tail for me, as a sign that you're willing to help me set up the shop. Please come back and help me.
Can I actually, like, get him to go back?
Wow, this town is great. It's so fun, even just to watch the people walking around.
Same dialogue. Okay. Apparently it reset all the dialogue in town when I went to the port, I guess. But yeah, it looks like I cannot get him to go back. Assuming that even is the same child. Assuming that is Coop, because there could be other Mao children around.
Halt! Ordinary people must not approach the king's boat. Was that assertive enough?
Yeah.
Starting tomorrow, I'm guarding this boat. My first solo job in 32 years as a knight. I've got to practice hard. You guys, this is the royal family's boat. I would very much like to let you on board, but my duty forbids it. I guess I should sound more dignified, eh? But I don't want to give up my image as a kind knight. Tough decision. Man, this guy is out of touch. I don't see how he's able to do his job at all. He's so wrapped up in his own little world. Ordinary citizens, do not approach. This boat is property of the royal family. Yeah, now I've got it.
Shoot, I left too late. There's no place to set up my shop. Looks like I'll have to walk around and sell stuff tomorrow.
Oh, that is unfortunate. What can you sell while walking around?
I've got a satchel full of fruit. All kinds of fruity goodness.
Surely. Heh. Fruity. Yeah. Don't even get me started. You calling him out, Ryudo?
This fruit is so exotic that
Wait, calling... I'm not even sure. You calling them out, Rito? This fruit is so exotic that I'll bet even you've never seen it before, Beast Man. Wanna have a look? Voila!
You are correct. I have never seen those before. What are they called?
What are they called? Actually, I'm going to start deciding that as I eat them. I can't decide just yet. Man, you telling me you discovered a new fruit? Chomp chomp. I also need to test them. I have to figure out by tomorrow which ones are edible. Gulp. What? I'm getting a little numb. And I thought it tasted just fine, really. Okay, you cannot sell those. That red fruit I just ate made my arms and legs numb for a minute, so I'll call it a numb plum. Oh no, please don't. Next I'll try this smelly one. Oh boy, don't die. Good luck. That was just one bite that started to make him a little numb too, like... There are some ethical concerns here. You saw the whole arse fruit, people are gonna use that as like a roofie. Looks like fun. What kind of shop is this?
Oh, a lady? Oh.
Huh? Ryudo and Rowan at the same time, huh?
Look, we're still setting up. Please come back tomorrow, okay?
Oh, well, may I ask what kind of store this is?
No, you can't. No.
Well, excuse us for asking. Sheesh. Oh, maybe he's hiding a trade secret?
Huh? No. I mean, yes, but I can't tell you now.
Well, if you can't tell, you can't tell. This is pointless. Elena, let's go. Maybe I'll figure out a better voice for that guy later. Elder of Yam. That is a good name.
Every bazaar I've seen is very nice. Everyone's happy, laughing, sweating a lot, moving around. All very nice, eh? Oh, you are quite right. The people who live in this country are very energetic and happy folk, it seems.
Eh? Energetic? Happy? Oh, very interesting. I need to make a note of that? Who's got a notepad?
Huh? What? Excuse me, but can you hear me?
Energetic means happy too. Ooh, that's something to think about. I should make a note.
Elena, this gentleman and his granddaughter are members of the Yamu tribe, also known as the Daydreamers. They are all very nice, gentle people, but they tend to get lost in thought, and so this sort of thing happens.
A whole tribe of Cloud Cuckoo Landers, huh?
They get wrapped up in their own little world, eh?
I make notes about ideas that interest me. It's a good thing I met up with you. This is why I always come to the bazaars.
Seems like you can meet all sorts of people here, and talking with people is a good way to deepen your understanding the world.
Of the world? You said talking with others is a good way to deepen my understanding? That's interesting. I need a notepad.
It's great that such a vivacious country still exists. I feel I can write stories that I haven't been able to write so far.
So, you aspire to become a writer, eh? It's tedious, and you'll go insane just checking for stupid little errors.
Venting a little bit there, Mr. Grandia 2 author.
What kind of stories are they that you have yet to write? Please tell me about them. Stories that help invigorate and encourage readers. They were hard for me before, so I couldn't write them, but here I can do it. In the towns and villages I've traveled to so far, there have been many sad stories to write about, but no uplifting ones.
Why waste your time with such fantasy? Uplifting stories don't exist. So I've got a pessimistic streak. Big deal.
He will complain that stories do not satisfy his stomach, but stories only need to satisfy the heart, really. That banter between you two is pretty corny, but it's so good-natured.
Grandpa, may I have a notepad, please? Nowadays, the world seems to be losing its vigor. That's why I want to write invigorating, uplifting stories. Although I haven't written one yet, in this country I'm sure I can.
Oh. Oh, I'd welcome you in, but I'm afraid that we're still setting up. Please come back tomorrow. I'll use this snake here to help you see your future.
Oh, fortune telling? That brings back memories. That brings back memories. I used to go to a fortune teller in Carbo. A good one, in fact.
Please come back tomorrow. I'll use this snake here to help you see your future. Sounds a little shady to me. How the hell can a snake foretell your future?
Ryudo, some animals possess innate abilities beyond the scope of normal senses.
I like that sound effect.
I'm also excited about the bazaar that starts tomorrow. The next day, there's a castle opening ceremony that'll be fun too. At the ceremony, the Siram Knights will be in a parade. They'll be led by the first knight. Man, he's so dignified and handsome. Oh, really? Well then, he is kind of like Sky, is he?
Nah, Sky's not dignified whatsoever. He's just senile and mangy, that's all.
Ouch! Hey, Sky, cut it out! Ah, stop!
Peck, peck, peck. Deserved.
What with tomorrow's bazaar and the ceremonies on the next day, there sure are a lot of festivals here. Oh yes, it's very unusual to have them 2 days in a row, so we hope you'll enjoy it.
Siram Castle is straight ahead, but commanders cannot enter through here.
So it's...
commoners cannot enter through here.
So it seems. Let's hurry on to the inn.
No entrance beyond this point.
Right, we should get to the inn quickly.
Huh? Hey you, haven't I seen you somewhere before?
Who, me? No, I really do not think so.
Oh, well, don't hang around here. The king's announcement is in 2 days, and everyone is very tense around here.
Oh, okay, sure. Come, everyone, we should go.
Unauthorized access prohibited beyond this point. We are busy preparing for the ceremony. Alright. That is the whole town. So I guess the question is, do I just leave this as a boring episode? Or do I give you some additional intrigue before the next one? Honestly, I think I'll just leave the interesting stuff for next time, because I've been implying all along that this is a boring episode, and that gives people the opportunity to just skip over it if they just want to get to the good stuff, so to speak, I suppose. That and I've been going for almost 2 hours, and I am hungry, and it would give me a little extra time to get some food before I go off to do other things, so 2 hours is a decent length for a short stream anyway. Oh wait, before I sign off though, I wanted to go see if that kid's dad over in St. Heim, see if his dialogue changes at all once you have talked to his son. Let's go check that real quick. Wait, I just went to my room. Wow, I am a little out of it. Yeah, perhaps I do need to go get food. Perhaps that is a very good idea. Oh, it's you! I don't know how to thank you. I got a message back from my son. My son sent me a letter. It said, "Hang in there, Dad." I couldn't keep from crying. Hey, you should be proud of yourself. You've overcome your past mistakes. I don't know if I could have done better myself. Good guy, Ryudo. It's always nice to see those moments where Ryudo is just very genuine. I know it while I'm here. As long as I'm checking things, like, just in case. Ah! I didn't mean to walk backwards. I was trying to tilt the stick left, but it kind of read that as, like, down. Okay. Oh, I cannot spend the night here anymore. They're just straight up, no more dialogue for you. Get the heck out of here. You're supposed to go spend the night at the Siren Inn. What are you doing? Alright. Well, that being the case... Recover. So, are you feeling better now? Okay. Yep. Just gonna save it here and stop for now. I'll spend the night as like the first thing I do next time. So we'll get moving with the plot next time. This was just a chill, laid-back episode to kind of explore, get some world building on the new location, catch up with how things are going with the people in the previous places we had been. Next time, we'll actually see some interesting stuff. But until then, I'm signing off for now, so take care of yourself. Have a good day and a good night and all that. And I'll see you soon. I'll be streaming this again tomorrow, and it will be a much longer stream than tonight. Ideally, if all goes well, it'll be more than twice as long as this stream. We'll see how it goes, though. But yeah. Till next time.